none of us there. Yeah, so just let's connect with our bodies and just take a few deep breaths and just let go for a moment after all the information I gave you. But yeah, let go of your breath and just enjoy your body, your presence, and yeah, whatever your body needs right now. Maybe a little bit of stretch, maybe some breathing. Just enjoy the present moment here. I know the minds are so busy trying to understand and trying to do something, trying to get something, but just for a few moments, just connect with your body and with your breath. It's all fine. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go right now. And let's just take a quick journey back into this year and just have a look at your month, December. How was it for you this month? Maybe some shoppings, maybe some preparing for some family gatherings. The month of December, how is it? We are still in it, but how was it for you? And just notice the main theme of the month for you. It's kind of deep, dark into the winter. Some of us have been working, some of us have been taking care of family members, some of us have been taking some exams. So just notice, how was it for you, December? And then let go and travel back in time to November, a month earlier. How was November for you? Maybe you don't remember. That's also okay. But what comes up for you when I say November? Maybe you were working. Maybe you were a bit struggling. All fine, without trying to change it or fix it. Just become aware of your month, November, what was going on. Maybe you were really pushing for it, really trying hard. Whatever it was, just acknowledge that without any judgment. And then take a deep breath and let go. And just big, deep breath. Yes. And then going back to October. Have a look at the month October. How was it for you? What comes up to your mind when I say October? Maybe it gets a bit mixed up, October, November, kind of. They are sometimes for me very similar months. Whatever comes up, that's okay. Just notice. And what was the dominating feeling for you in October? Happiness, sadness, exhaustion, burnout, dull, excited? Don't judge it, just become conscious of your dominating feeling in October. And take a deep breath. And this time, little bit back in time to September. How was it for you in September? Were you somewhere nice? Were you at home? Mainly, were you traveling? How was September for you? Maybe you were rushing around. Maybe you were just taking it easy. Yeah. Just become aware of your month of September. And take a deep breath and let go. And a little bit back in time, this time August. What was happening in August for you? Was it hot? How was the weather where you were? And what was happening for you in August? Maybe you were on holiday. Maybe you were with the family. Maybe you were working. All fine. What was happening for you? Just become conscious of that. And take a deep breath and let go. We keep moving back in time, this time July. How was it for you in July? What was happening for you? Maybe you remember immediately, maybe you don't. Whatever comes up, just trust that. Maybe it was just an easygoing month, so there wasn't anything to notice much. And what was the feeling in July for you? Ease and flow? Stagnant? Rushing around? Longing? Oh. Take a deep breath and let go. We keep going back in time, this time June. How was June for you? Where were you in June? What were you doing in June? What was your dominating feeling? Don't judge it. Don't get attached to it. Just become aware of your month, June. And take a deep breath. And let go. You can move your spine, your shoulders, your jaws. Yeah, just take a deep breath and become conscious of your body. Don't get lost in time, in thoughts, but just become conscious of where you are now and your body. And we keep traveling back, this time May. How was May for you? What were you doing in May? What was the dominating feeling for you in May? It's middle of the spring. Or just before summer? How was it for you? Ah, and a deep breath and let go. And back to April. How was April for you? Maybe you don't remember, maybe you do. What comes up for you when I say April? The feelings, emotions, actions. How was it like in April? And a deep breath. And let go. This time March. Have a look at March. Where are you? What's happening in your life? What are you after? And a deep breath and let go. And February. How is February for you? What were you doing then? How were you feeling in February? And take a deep breath and let go. And January. What was happening in January for you? How was the month of January, beginning of the year? Just become aware of the month January for you, beginning of the year. And take a deep breath and let go. Now from there, we're gonna start coming forward in time. Just have a look as if it is like a movie in front of you, a screen. We're gonna fast forward this time. We've gone all the way back to January 2022. Now just imagine as if it is a screen in front of you and passing through with all your experiences, your life. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and today. And just move your body, take a deep breath, stretch your body. And I'm just gonna ask you some questions. And if you have a pen and a notebook, you can write it down, or you can write it in the chat. It's just an exercise to notice what was going on for you. So when you really look at all of the year, all the months, what was your top achievement in 2022? What makes it an achievement for you? Why you call it an achievement? What was the feeling, emotion behind that achievement for you? What have you learned from this experience? So I'm going to invite you to answer some more questions. This is the so-called positive side. We always go for achievements, objectives, and this is what we celebrate and honor. But also, we might have had some experiences that we didn't like very much. I call them failure, which is opposite of achievement, but they don't necessarily need to be failures. but some experiences that we thought we put work in it, or we took some actions, or even we couldn't take some actions. So they were kind of not the way we like them to be. So we don't even need to call them failures, but just have a look at some of the experiences in 2022 that you didn't like and you would rather not have them. So I just invite you to this time write what was the top failure in 2022 for you. As I say, you don't need to call it failure. It's something that you didn't like in 2022. You can put it that way also if failure doesn't resonate with you. And what makes it a failure or unwanted or not so good experience for you? And what was the feeling or emotion for you behind that failure? How did it make you feel? It feels like something important is missing. Not being enough for where I yearn to be. And what have you learned from this experience? Longing. So-called these negative feelings or negative experiences, they also come with some gifts to us if we are actually mindful to see them, if we can actually. So you can actually, I did this for one top achievement and one for failure. You can actually do it more than one. I ask for one for each, but for so-called positives and negatives, you can actually look at them by using the structure, and you can do more than one, and to really reflect back on 2023. But just by doing this two exercise, one positive side, one negative side, what are you discovering about this past year for yourself, or what's unfolding for you right now here? So what I recommend is, I mean, we could continue with this, but what I recommend here is that we can send you, or I can post these questions on the social media also. You can take it and have a look and really reflect back. If you need to journal a bit more about 2022, you can do. But what I also did, which is a good one, is we use a lot of our phones these days, and there are photos taken, and it can be a very good visual memory of going through the year. So you can go back like each month, what was the main event of that month, or what was the main emotion in that month, just by going through your pictures. And it can be a good process of cleaning the ones that you don't need anymore. And it can also be good to honor the year going through your pictures. And then I shared reels in Instagram. You can just use the same template and same music and just post one picture from each month to honor and to celebrate. It could be different things in different months. And then if you do, please tag me. I will also share. It's fun and it's not complicated. You can just go on to mine and just, you can say use the template and then choose one picture for each month. It directs you already, like January, February, March, it goes. So you can just post one picture for each month. It's just a fun way of celebrating and honoring your 2022. So there are different ways. You can journal, you can write, you can, as I said, go through your visuals. But the main thing is you should really have a light heart going into 2023. before you can manifest something new, you have to make sure it's complete within its context. Of course, life goes on and there are dreams that we want to manifest and there are things we want to experience. We haven't finished everything, but don't get attached to any of them. Just honor it and let go. So once we've done this, we can start talking about 2023.